Today, even the Catholics, the Pope himself, is legalizing gay marriage. Yeah, the union between a man and a man. How can you do that? 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 How can you say you're religious in any way, shape, or form and go against God? The worst sin in God's world is homosexuality of any kind. We have a character in Rome who believes that he is senior priest, Catholic priest, Pope, and he's not. You know, a great deal of those popes, I mean a lot of them, were pedophiles, well-known historical pedophiles, rapists, molesters, homosexuals. That's your Pope. That's the history of the Pope. And if you study further, you'll find that the Pope jeopardizes every living human being on earth by creating a false religion called the Catholic Church. And it is an ordained, false, cult-like religion that, of all days, today being Mother's Day, is based on that God is a woman, and in the form of Mary, and that the Father is Lucifer, according to the Catholic Church, and according to many different kinds of religious belief systems. This is something that is held to be a strong belief in the world of Catholic Church. So imagine we have the Pope, and we don't know that the Pope is a pedophile, even though we do know that an enormous number of priests in the Catholic Church molested and raped little boys. Not little girls, but little boys, all over the world. The first pedophile pope historically was known as Saint Damasus. He lived in the 4th century. There have been at least 16 pedophile popes. 16. There was an extremely young one, 17 years old. Pope John was accused of sleeping with his 2 sisters and invented a catalog of disgusting new sins. Remember the Borgias? They literally put a TV series out because they were so despicable. Sons were killing people. The man wanted to have and had sex with his daughter. He was having sex with multiple women everywhere. He was also gay. They made their nuns prostitutes. And this guy is the first pope to get syphilis and created male prostitution in Rome. And then there's Syracuse III, known by his cardinals as the slave of every vice. He came to power after murdering his predecessor. He had a son with his teenage mistress, the prostitute of Marozia, 30 years his junior. And their illegitimate son grew up to become the next pope. And you all, so many of you, are Catholics. You're in hell. You can't go in and confess to these assholes. You can't go in and take your rosary and think that Mother Mary ascended and she's God. You're lying to yourself. And what is it like to lie in church? You're told by the priest how to lie. And you don't know you're lying. You've been deceived, told a false story. Peter was never the Pope, never asked to be the Pope. There's nothing in the Bible that states that Peter was to be the Pope. Nothing. How about Boniface VIII? After massacring the entire population in the Italian town of Palestina, he indulged in threesomes with married women and daughters and became renowned through Rome as a shameless pedophile. He famously declared that having sex with young boys was no more a sin than rubbing one hand against the other, which should make him the patron saint of pedophilia in the Catholic priests of today.
Hold.